Honestly, I don't have time. I mean, I guess I could make the time, but at 51 years old, I spend more than half my life on tour or in the studio playing drums. Like, at this point in my life, if I get home, the last thing I want to do is sit behind a drum kit. I have 2 children, and I have my dog and my wife, and I want to enjoy other things. So yeah, it's not like it used to be when I was younger. Learning other instruments, I don't know if that's necessarily good for drumming, but it's good for being an overall better musician, to have an understanding of harmony and melody and, key changes and key signatures and all that stuff. I mean, that's helped me immensely. I'm a writer in every band I'm a part of, and the reason I'm able to do that is because I have that background and I learned how to play other instruments and communicate and say to the guys, oh, let's modulate a whole step for this, or let's drop down to F sharp for the chorus. I mean, I could communicate with the guys I write with much better because I have that background. I'm constantly listening to new music and new bands, and yeah, you're not going to meet another musician, especially one in their 50s, that is as in touch with music as the way I am. I still love new bands and music, and I'm passionate about it, just as I always have been my whole life. Look at my son as an example. My son Max is 19 years old, and he's been playing professionally for a few years now. He put out a couple albums with his first band, Next to None, and now he's just put out an EP with his new band, Tala. So I could use him as an example. I mean, the difference between me and him, it's like he's already way more technically proficient than I am, because the bar keeps rising and rising and rising for kids today. They have all these internet drummers that they could watch and learn from. I didn't have that when I was younger. I couldn't even see my favorite drummers. I would just listen to the records and have to imagine them, and then maybe if I was lucky, get to see a concert. But they weren't on TV. We didn't have videotapes. We obviously had no internet, so I didn't have that. I kind of had to learn from listening, whereas drummers today, they could learn from watching, and because of that, the technical abilities are going through the roof. I mean, Max can do all these blast beats and crazy things that I just can't do. I wasn't, brought up that way. This tour, I'm using my Apollonian Monster, or sometimes I call it the Kit of Apollo, or the Apollonian Monster. Anyway, it's the same kit that I was using with Adrenaline Mob here in Europe, and the same kit I used for the Shattered Fortress shows I did here in Europe. It's my Tama Babinga kit with a chrome finish, double kick, 3 racks, 3 floors, 4 octos, a gong drum, a million cymbals. With all the different bands I play with, I get to have different setups. So with Sons of Apollo, I like the big setup. With Winery Dogs, I go with the smaller setup. Transatlantic, Neil Morse Band is kind of somewhere in the middle. So from band to band, I like to mix it up. I've been playing Tama for 35 years now. I bought my first Tama kit in 1983, I think. And I even have their logo tattooed here on my arm. So yeah, I am faithful and committed for life. Yeah, I've been with Sabian for 25 years now, and same with them. I have their logo here as well. So yeah, I'm when I'm with a company and I have their allegiance, they have mine as well. I'm very loyal.